Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 11th Region Girls Championship here at Eastern Kentucky University. Gary Ball, Julie Muntz, William Warfield, the King of Stream, and Darren Douglas will be our sideline reporter on this 11th Region Championship. Henry Clay, the upstart, comes in 19-13. Scott County, the prohibitive favorite of the 11th Region, 32-1. The record by Steve Helton's basketball team. Eric Sanford's ball club with 19 wins on the season. And Julie, when you look at this game on paper, obviously Scott County's a heavy favorite, averaging about 82 points a game. But this is a game, Henry Clay basketball team, and they've been a surprise of the 11th Region tournament so far.
Oh, absolutely, Gary. And I really love the athletic matchups that are going to be displayed on the floor tonight. So I would look for a very high-intensity, fast-paced game with their athleticism.
You know, you look at Kaya Thompson, she averaged 27 points earlier in the season. She dropped off a little bit to about 17, 18 points a game. She had a monster game in her semifinal win for Henry Clay. And you look at Scott County, they escaped Franklin County in that game. Your thoughts of that Franklin County ball club?
Oh, yeah, and it sounds like, that Franklin County and Joey Thacker had a really great game plan to try to isolate and to shut down a lot of the shooting. And they did a great job because Scott County averages 82 points a game, and they held them to, 45 points?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That was a game that Scott County felt like they were lucky to escape, and they did beat Franklin County. Henry Clay, Eric Sanford's ball club out of the 42nd district. So you got a 42nd district championship on the boys' side. When Scott County met Henry Clay, they defeated them by 20 points. You got a 42nd district 11th Region final between Henry Clay and Scott County on the girls' side.
Oh, absolutely. And what a great matchup. And as I said, Gary, that both teams are coming in playing really well. It seems like Henry Clay has peaking at the right times. It seems like Eric has his team going in the right direction. He's firing on all cylinders and getting the most out of his players.
And Malia Owens was up for Miss Basketball. That is going to be announced tonight, as a matter of fact, at 8 o'clock. So she'll find out her fate tonight. She already won the Donna Murphy Award presented by Donna Murphy for the all-around Player of the Year. She's 11th Region Player of the Year. She's a special player, averaging 20 points and over 5 rebounds.
What fine representation that you have from Malia Owens. And again, she's going to Tennessee Tech, so she's going to represent well. And she's a very fine, all-around great player that represents our region. What fine representation that she portrays, and what a great role model to her teammates.
I liked your comment about the athleticism of Henry Clay matching up with the athleticism of Scott County. That's kind of like Franklin County with the Brooklyn Miles girl. She had that quickness that she could penetrate, cause a lot of problems for this Scott County team. I think the same thing can be said tonight about Thompson and Jenkins, the dual threat there for Henry Clay.
Yes, and as you talk about, they're going to have big games because they have great matchups with Scott County. So they very similar to the style of play that both post players have in the center and in the interior. So along with the guards even match up really well. So and again, it's going to be that fast-paced, high-intensity, high-octane game. So that's what I'm looking for.
Darren Douglas is going to try to get the coaches. I don't know if time permits for him to get the coaches, but he will mic up the public address announcer here at Eastern Kentucky University. It is the site of the 11th Region. We did not play all the tournament here. The first round games we played at district winners. So we were district winners. They played the first round game of the regional tournament. That's the first time in a long time I can remember that the 11th Region didn't play all their games in entirety here at Eastern Kentucky.
Yes, and it wasn't a bad situation because you're able to play in front of your home crowd. You have that special environment, special atmosphere with your home gym, with the winning district teams that were able to play. So you have more of a hometown feel to it. But then I believe Eastern Kentucky had a game here, and there was a scheduling conflict. So, I mean, I don't think it was a bad thing. I'm sure that they had a lot, drew a lot better crowds and things like that. But, as always, I do like to see it here represented at EKU because, it gives the kids a floor to play on and a great atmosphere.
Darren Douglas is underneath the basket for Scott County, and he's waiting for Steve Helton to make his way out here at the Eastern Kentucky University, and he'll chat with him here in just a couple of moments. It is Scott County and Henry Clay here tonight, the 11th Region Championship here at Eastern Kentucky University. We mentioned the records of Scott County, 32-1. Their only loss this year was to Lincoln County. Lincoln County got knocked out of the 12th region, so Emma King, Miss Basketball candidate's not going to be playing in the state tournament.
Yes, she's all dressed up and prettied up for the Miss Basketball ceremony, so we'll see if she does get that. She is a crowd favorite, and she is a favorite to represent the 12th region, so we'll see what happens in about 7 minutes. That's going to be announced here at 8 o'clock.
Your thoughts, who will win the Mr. and Miss Basketball?
Oh, I would have to say probably Emma King or Savannah Wheeler from Boyd County, or Malia Owens has a great shot as well.
Darren has Coach Steve Helton. Let's go courtside to Darren Douglas.
Mike.
Okay, Darren's mic is not working, so we're going to step out here and come back, and we'll have the starting lineups here by the public address announcer. Darren multitasking here at the Eastern Kentucky University, and we'll take a break and come back, and we'll have the starting lineups here on the PrepSpin.com digital network.
That's Darren right there, not me.
Dumbass.
Here with Coach Eric Sanford of Henry Clay, round number 4, you and Scott County. The other night, you guys got the tempo where you want. What do you have to do tonight?
We want to come out, be tough and physical, slow the game down, control the tempo throughout the game, and just come out and play basketball.
Each team has a senior guard. I asked Coach Helton, what's he need to do out of his senior guard? What do you need?
Well, we want our guards to limit our turnovers. We got to take care of the basketball. They like the pressures. We're going to put it in our little freshman's hands. Maddie Kaufman, she can handle the basketball. Got a lot of confidence in her.
Coach, we're getting ready for the national anthem. Good luck tonight. We'll see maybe after the ball game.
Thank you very much.
Coach Eric Sanford of Henry Clay.
School, out of District 42 with a record of 32 wins and just 1 loss. Wearing their black uniforms trimmed in red and blue, at guard a junior number 1, Morgan DeFore. At guard a junior number 4, Malaya Williams. At forward a sophomore number 5, Kennedy Tompkins. At guard a senior number 11, Malia Owens. And at guard a sophomore number 14, Juliet Smith. The Lady Cardinals are coached by Steve Helton. And now the Lady Blue Devils of Henry Clay High School, also out of District 42 with a record of 19 wins and 13 losses, wearing their white uniforms trimmed in blue and gold. At guard, a freshman, number 15, Maddie Kaufman. At guard, a freshman, number 21, Amia Jenkins. At guard, a senior, number 24, Kia Thompson. At forward, a freshman, number 32, Lauren Thomas. And at forward, a freshman, number 34, Kennedy Williams. The Lady Blue Devils are coached by Eric Sanford. Your officials for tonight's game are Tony Pompilio, Brian Sandlin, and Rob Lohr.
Scott County and Henry Clay will do battle here tonight at the 11th Region Championship here. And Gary Ball with Julie Mutz and William Warfield, King of Stream. Thanks to Darren Douglas for miking up the public address announcer here at Eastern Kentucky University. We're just about set for basketball. Like how Coach Sanford said, we're going to put the ball in the hands of our freshman guard, Maddie Kaufman. She can really handle the basketball. I trust everything she's doing.
Well, that's a good game plan because she is very smooth and light years above her age.
Williams will jump it up against Mia Jenkins for Henry Clay. Tap is up, and it's going to be controlled in backcourt, coming down with and stepping out of bounds. And I'm going to say turnover by Thompson. Good hustle by Thompson to get the ball, but she's got to realize where she is.
Yes, that is true, Gary.
Here comes Juliet Smith across the line for Scott County. Angles toward the right side and looking for some cutters, looking for help against this 2-3 zone. Henry Clay's in a zone. On the left side, and there's Owens, a three-pointer off the mark. Rebounded by Juliet Smith on the backside on that Owens miss. Out to the 4. The 4 penetrating, looking for Kennedy Tompkins. Can't get it to her. Comes out top now to Juliet Smith. Works in on Maddie Kaufman. Goes down low. Tompkins off glass. Won't go. And rebounded. Pulled out of there. Good job by Thomas to rebound. Good box out.
Henry Clay doing an excellent job controlling the tempo. They want to set it up, run through the offense, kind of let their nerves and that jitters kind of work its way out. Kaya
Thompson tries to go over and almost knocked over by Owens, right out of bounds in front of us here. And it goes turnover to Scott County. So right off the bat, we see the defense of Malia Owens. Slapping that one away. Malia Williams will put it in play. She'll go into Juliet Smith. 7:05 to go here in the first period. No score. Henry Clay and Scott County here. Gary Ball with Julie Muntz. King of Stream, William Warfield. Across the line, Juliet Smith. Comes over to the 4, lines up the 3. Got it.
Huge shot by the Red Mamba.
Red Mamba, that's right.
Strikes again.
3-0. Scott County on top here. Comes over to Jenkins, down to Kaufman. In the middle, they swing it down to Thomas. She won't go short off the backboard, and a jump ball's called, and the alternate possession will give it back to Henry Clay. Kennedy Williams down there battling for Henry Clay on the boards. Jenkins swings it out top to Lauren Thomas. She's calling now for Jenkins to come get the ball. Jenkins out top. Jenkins works in and she traveled. So a steal by Scott County earlier when Malia Owens knocked the ball out of bounds, and then the travel. So turnovers by Henry Clay. They can't get any offense going with those turnovers.
Yes, they have the right idea, Gary. They're setting good screens. It's just that it was fortunate she drug her foot.
3-0. Scott County, 6:20 to go in the first quarter here. Scott County on top. Juliet Smith in the paint. Tompkins, a three-pointer out on the left side, no good. Flying through, and a good rebound there by Jenkins. Jenkins works it across the line. Jenkins All the way down the paint. Off glass, no. Thomas battling, coming out there with it, Smith. She's got out front of her DeFore. Kicks it out to Owens. A long three. In and out. Tompkins rebounds. Puts it up and in.
Excellent putback by Tompkins.
Kennedy Tompkins makes it 5-0 on the stick back for Scott County. Thomas in the middle. She comes over to Williams. They swing it out to Kaya Thompson. That three-pointer won't go. Rebounded, pulled down by, that was Malia Williams with the rebound. DeFore tries to get over to Williams. Back over to DeFore. Lines up the three. She's 2 for 2.
Well, I tell you what, she is hot from the right-hand side.
8-0 Scott County. 2 3-pointers by Morgan DeFore. Makes it 8-0, 5:27 to go here in this first quarter of action. Henry Clay and Scott County and the Cardinal Lady Cards up 8-0. We'll be back here on PrepSpin.com.
Fresh, tasty, savory. Double Dogs is a great place to eat. Whether you like sports or you just like great food, from pizza to salads to burgers to our legendary fried pickles, Double Dogs. In a single word, delicious.
Yep, exactly. It was a full timeout, so they were making sure they had all the full timeout, allotted time, and inbounds it comes to Mia Jenkins. Jenkins working on Tompkins, goes over to Thomas. Thomas in the front court. Back out it comes to Jenkins. Back over to, she swings it to Maddie Kaufman. Kaufman, for 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go. They give it up to Thompson, Kaya Thompson. Right side, Henry Clay's in need of a bucket here. They're down 8-0. Thompson down the lane, throws it up, no. Picks it back up though, gives it now to Jenkins. Jenkins lets it fly back at the rim, no. Battling on the floor, coming out there with it is Juliet Smith. Long pass to Owens. Owens between the legs, dumps it down to Williams, and DeFore saves it out, diving on the floor, and there's great hustle, and they get it out now, and with the ball is Thompson, and she's going to be fouled by DeFore.
Yeah, she did get her with the body. Just one of those.
DeFore has 2 3-pointers out of the same side,
goodness.
the right side, and those are 6 of the 8 points for Scott County. Henry Clay trying to get on the scoring, get on the scoreboard. 8-0, Scott County. 4 minutes. Sorry about that, Julie. We got to do some of that core, don't we? That's what I was saying about the machine. That's too far down there. Back to, and here's a shot put up and in by Thompson.
What a nice mid-range jump shot by Thompson.
Juliet Smith off glass, no. And it's going to be out of bounds. Scott County's going to keep it, and we're going to have quickly checking in for
Branchini.
Yep, Grace Branchini. Owens looking, way out comes to Owens, out time from Williams. Crossing over, about a 15-footer, high arcer, and that's off the rim, rebounded, stuck back, no, and a foul called on Branchini, and that will send to the line Malia Williams.
I'll tell you what, Gary, there was nobody going to get the rebound besides Owens, because her long wingspan and her ability to jump really high is phenomenal.
She has a 6'7" reach, wingspan, and she's a pretty good free throw shooter. She saw there 9-0. Scott County, no, 9-2. Scott County by 7. Thompson drilled that one on the left side for Henry Clay and makes them both 10-2. 4:03. I've been battling the sinus stuff here, so
doing a proud job, Gary.
Thank you very much. Giving it up. And there's a travel. Give them one up for the team tonight. 10-2 here. What's going on with Henry Clay?
Henry Clay's just having a hard time because getting into the flow, because Scott County is playing unbelievable defense, and they're taking away their strong points.
When you defeat a team like Scott County has defeated Henry Clay a couple of times. There to the basket, knocked out of bounds. It'll go back to Scott County. You gotta kind of have amnesia about that. Forget about that.
Yeah, you just got to play on and play for the next game and the next possession.
Smith will put it in play. Looking to Malaya Williams, taps it to her as Tompkins gets it right side, and she travels. So turn it over to Henry Clay. Steve Helton just on his bench just nods his head.
When you have the ball in the interior, you just got to go with it and take it up and don't make that extra pass. That's why she did travel and just try to take too many steps.
Branchini, back out it comes now to Jenkins. Over to Kaufman. Maddie brings it in the dribble on the left side, working on Juliet Smith. Freshman is Kaufman. She is a good ball handler.
Wow, she's got impressive ball handling skills.
And she's going to be fouled by Juliet Smith.
Actually, it's a 5 count, Gary.
Oh, 5-second count,
yeah.
Okay. Jumped the gun there, didn't it?
Well, I mean, she was doing an excellent job handling the ball. It's just that Scott County's defense and their pressure on the ball is unbelievable right now.
Ravion Jackson comes in for Henry Clay, comes in for Kaufman. Juliet Smith, 3:19 to go in the first period. I believe our scoreboard, William had to set up for the Sweet 16 erupt, so we're going on bare minimum here, but we got to go on the air here. Out of the right side, there's a shot won't go for Williams. And tapped out, last touch by Henry Clay.
Yes, and you have Williams, Malia Williams trying to showcase her three-point abilities too. So not only she can shoot in from the inside, but she's attempting those from the outside as well.
Allie Stone in the game for Henry Clay. Juliet Smith set to put it in play. Gives it to Tompkins, three-pointer out of the, and she knocked it down.
An unorthodox shot, but man, she drilled it from the three-point line.
Kennedy Tompkins makes it 13-2. Scott County. Here's a steal by DeFore. Shovels it over. Williams left hand, and she's going to be fouled, and the foul will go on Thompson. Malia Owens will go to the line. 2:49 here in the first quarter.
Just want to comment too that Morgan DeFore, what an excellent showcase assist to her teammate.
Good shovel pass over
Beautiful.
there. Free throw connected by Owens. That's her first point of the ball game. DeFore has 6. Tompkins has 5, and now Owens has 2. Williams has 2. 15-2, Scott County. 2:45 here. Across the line is Kaya Thompson. Thompson stops from 15. That's off the mark. And Kennedy Tompkins battling, and she's battling Branchini. Knocked it out of bounds. It'll be Henry Clay basketball. Lob out to Branchini. She goes to Jenkins. Down low and posting up the left hand, and a foul called on that shot there by Thompson. She'll shoot 2.
It's almost like we know that Coach Sanford is trying to isolate Kaya Thompson on the interior, so she had a wonderful post up, and she did get fouled on the shot.
As we said earlier in the season, Kaya was averaging 27 points. She can't get the free throw to go. She has 2 in this one. And she dropped off, but below 20 points. But she's still a prolific scorer for Henry Clay. She got the second free throw. Makes it 15-3. Scott County on top. 2:35 first quarter. DeFore on the right side. To the basket, reverses it no, and rebounded by Branchini. That was pretty good defense there by Henry Clay Stone. Thompson down the middle. Thompson all the way to the basket. Throws it up and draws the foul there on Malia Williams.
Well, I'll tell you what, Gary, she is just a gutsy player. I really like the way she plays. She hustles really well, and she does a lot of great things for her teammates.
Kaya Thompson, senior. Got the free throw. She's 2 of 3 from the line. And
I'll tell you what else, Gary, she was not afraid to take it into the interior to the 6'3" Williams from Scott County.
When Jenkins settles down, I think Henry Clay can get back in this. Rebounded there by Williams. Juliet Smith to the basket, won't go. Tompkins there battling. They save it in now. Good hustle by Williams. Gets it out to Owens. To the basket, high off glass, no. Brincini had 2 girls on her back, no call.
Looks like a reach-in foul. Tompkins.
Minute 59 here in the first quarter of action. Gary Ball with Julie Muntz here on PrepSpin.com. And the girls' 11th region championship. And Scott County's all over Henry Clay, 15-4. Cross the line, Thompson in the front court, stops, lines it up, and knocks it down. That's a 2, though.
She's really battling for her team to put more points on the board, so
And
excellent job by Thompson.
If she had stepped back about a half a foot, that would have been a 3-pointer.
Why not?
15-6, minute 36. Juliet Smith with a left-hand runner.
What a nice little scoop shot by the 5'5" guard.
Scooped it up and knocked it down off the glass. Thompson in the front court. Gives over to Stone. Stone swinging back out front now to Ravion Jackson. To the basket, off glass, good.
Beautiful shot and drive by Ravion Jackson. Henry Clay is doing a great job penetrating. I really like that.
To the basket, off glass. It rolls in there for Owens. That's her first field goal. She has 4 points. 19-8. Scott County, 51 seconds to go in this first quarter of action from Eastern Kentucky University. Stone gets it in the corner and throws it out, and it's going to be picked up by Juliet Smith. She'll have a wide open layup. Throws it up, no good, and rebounded by Ravion Jackson. Over to Thompson. Thompson crossing over. Good pass, and a block there by Williams. Long pass to Juliet Smith. Puts it up and in. 21-8, Scott County. 15 seconds here in the first quarter. Cross line is Jenkins. Jenkins cut off by Tompkins. And it's stolen by DeFore. Looks up at the clock. To the basket, and she is hammered to the ground here on a foul by Henry Clay.
Ravion Jackson. I mean, that she laid the tomahawk chop to DeFore. There was no chance that Morgan DeFore was going to get that shot up.
She has 6 points. She hit a couple threes early on in the game for Scott County, kind of got them going. Free throw no good for Morgan DeFore, the junior, averaging over 16 points a game. All these, Malia Williams averages 13.5, 11 rebounds. Kendi Thompson averages 9 points, 8 rebounds. Malia Owens averages 20 points and 5 rebounds. And Juliet Smith at 9.5 points and 7 assists. So these kids all average a lot of points.
Yes, and it's obvious, too, along with that these guards have to go rebound the ball.
Yeah.
So Scott Helton does a great job coaching these kids to be able to follow the shots and take care of the ball.
Bacini throws it up, and it goes in, won't count after the horn sounded. 22-8, Scott County as we head to the second quarter here at the girls' 11th region tournament here on PrepSpin.com.
The flat path is easy, but for the inspired, there is a spirit that kindles a desire to climb higher, to soar, to roll, to reach new heights. The wish to be a part of something more, to do more and to be more. Hilltoppers know that life at the top is worth the climb. Climb with us at Western Kentucky University.
At Leachman Buick GMC Cadillac, our goal is to make your buying experience fast and easy. Our staff is non-commissioned and are here to make sure you get the right vehicle for you. We are Kentucky's #1 GMC dealer, so you can be assured you will always get the best deal. We have the latest technology to help you make your purchase fast, easy, and simple. It's all part of the Leachman experience. Visit us online at leachmanauto.com.
UK Healthcare's orthopedic surgery and sports medicine.
Welcome back, and congratulations to Savannah Wheeler of Boyd County. She's Miss Basketball for 2019. We'll announce a Mr. Basketball here throughout this second quarter, and I think it goes to Dante Allen of Pendleton County.
I agree.
DeFore traveled with it out front as she was trying to work it off to the right side. 22-8 here. Scott County leads Henry Clay by 14, 7:49 to go first half basketball, and McMath has checked into the game there for Scott County. McMath working on Kaufman, right side, and Bacchini puts it up and in. Good
I'll tell
job.
you what, Gary, Branchini does a great job clearing space and being able to drop step drive in.
Branchini, there's McMath, knocks it down.
Right off the bench.
Doesn't take her long, does it?
No.
22-10, now 24-10. Across the line,
Lost
Kaufman.
the handle.
Picked up out front on the floor, and Jenkins is going to tie up out there. She's going to tie up Malia Owens, and the ball will go back to Henry Clay.
I'll tell you what, Gary, Scott County is doing just a great job pestering Henry Clay's guards, and they're having a difficult time being able to make the passes to start the offense.
Henry Clay only got 9 shots in that first quarter, hit 3 of them, 7 of 19 for Scott County. Scott County out-rebounded them 12-7. And 3-point shot, Scott County 3 of 6. DeFore was 2 of 2 from 3.
Okay.
Out front with the basketball, Maddie Kaufman comes over the left side to Amia Jenkins. Amia holds it down, looking for Branchini. Gets it to a Branchini. Post up, left hand, good.
I'll tell you what, it was the right, the other side. Now it's the left, and she's automatic.
24-12. Branchini cuts it down to 12 points for Henry Clay. 6:47 to go in the first half of action. 24-12. Down the lane, Owens left hand knocked away by Jenkins and out of bounds. And of course, you know what Malia was saying. Hey, I was fouled. Turnovers in that first quarter. 2 by Scott County, 8 by Henry Clay.
You were right, Dante Allen, Mr. Basketball. Mrs. Basketball, Savannah Wheeler.
We already announced that, yeah. And Dante Allen, and that shot wouldn't go for Owens. Dante Allen wins Mr. Basketball from Pendleton County, going to Kentucky. Well, you know what? When you lead the nation in scoring, I know you played 12 games, but you lead the nation in scoring, you got to be Mr. Basketball in your state.
Oh, I totally agree, Gary. No matter if he tore his ACL or not, he is still fine representation of our state of Kentucky and what he's done to advance, you know, the 10th region and everything. What a great kid.
Yeah, he is
very deserving.
Super. Branchini thought about it, didn't she? Now she's working there on Williams to the basket, throws it up, and we're going to have a foul called. And yeah, but I tell you, this Branchini's coming there and giving some great minutes to Henry Clay.
Right, and she's came right off the bench, and she has been a solid weapon for Henry Clay.
Grace Branchini will be at the line. She will shoot a couple. She can cut it down to free throw, and that's nothing but net. She's got 5 points off the bench for Henry Clay. She can cut it down to 10 with 6:21 to go here in the first half.
It's like Henry Clay is making a little run right now.
I thought Savannah Wheeler might win the Miss Basketball. She led the state in scoring.
Yeah.
And then Dante Allen. It was probably fairly close between Dante Allen and Kiki Tandy from University Heights.
Oh, yeah. And then also to mention Isaiah Cozart, who was the state's leading shot blocker. He was a contender, but you know,
Kyle Rode got the 11th Region Player of the Year. Owens dumps it back to Tompkins, and she to the basket, rolls in there. Tough shot by Kennedy Thompson, who's got 7. 7 points for Tompkins, and the lead back to 12 for Scott County. 26-14, 6 minutes to go here. Gary Ball with Julie Muntz hanging in there with me, even though I've been sick. So left side it goes, and there's a shot in and out. Won't go for Williams, and DeFore, long pass, and running the floor there is Malia Williams, and it's out of bounds to Scott County. Henry Clay thought that should have been their basketball. Eric Sanford up saying, talk to the other guys because you didn't see it right.
Yeah. He's still saying that.
Yeah, he's still upset about the call, but goes to Scott County, and McMath will put it in play. Brayley McMath looking for cutters. Goes down low now. And Williams out to Tompkins, about a 15-footer bullseye.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tompkins is on top of her game. She's hitting three-point shots, hitting shots on the interior, and mid-range jumpers with that unorthodox shot.
9 points. And there's Kaya Thompson, and that goes in for Kaya. She has 8 points now, Kaya Thompson.
Seems like the pace is picking up more.
28-16. There's the 4 from 3, and that's off the rim, rebounded by Kaufman. Did you get a vote on Miss Basketball, Mr. Basketball?
I did not.
You should get a vote on that. I mean, you cover the state tournaments. And Jenkins down the lane, puts it up, no, and pulled off of there, rebounded by Malia Williams. The 4. Down low to Tompkins, up and in. Tompkins has got 11 points, and Eric Sanford said we need to figure out how to stop his number 5. She's killing us.
She is a brute. She is really tearing them up, inside, outside. She is really having the game of her life right now here at the Regional Tournament Championship.
30-16, Scott County. 4:47 to go here in the first half.
This program has definitely given me way more opportunities than I ever would have dreamed about having. The Metro College program is a program where you can work at UPS and they pay for your schooling, and you also get a paycheck every week. A lot of the people in the program I see at school, I see them where I live, I see them at UPS. We all hang out, we do everything together. When I leave, I'm not going to have any debt. I'm going to be pretty set up to have a pretty successful future.
Henry Clay with the basketball, and Steve Helton still up on his bench. Eric Sanford still up on his bench. Kaufman dribbles in. Kaufman a floater off the mark. Rebounded. Kaufman hit it off her knee. It'll go to Scott County. 4:32 here in the first half. Juliet Smith down the lane on Kaufman, and it won't go. Runner and rebounded. Good job there. Pulling it out was Kennedy Williams. There's Thompson down the lane with a left hand. Missed the layup, and it's tapped around, and Juliet Smith kicks it out now to Owens, running the floor, up and in.
I'll tell you what, Gary, there is nobody that can match that quickness, and they're just getting the rebounds. Scott County's getting the rebounds and outletting, and they're just like beating Henry Clay down the floor.
They have doubled up on Henry Clay, 32-16. 7:55 to go, first half. We apologize for our scoreboard being down tonight, so that's why we're giving the time and score as often as we can. 3:46. Kaufman out top to Jackson. Hands it back to Stone. She goes to Kaya. Here's a steal. And Owens has got a steal. Drives down and put it up. No. Stuck back by the 4. It won't go. And the 4 gets it on the right side. Down low. There's a post up and in there by Malia Williams.
Nice assist by Morgan DeFore to Williams for the put in.
That's 4 points for Malia. She has a couple of free throws. The lead is 18 with 3:08 to go in the first half. Over to Jackson on the left side. Between her legs. Out top with it is Maddie Kaufman. Only a freshman, remember. Stone puts it in. She's going to be fouled by, I think that's going to be 2 on Juliet Smith. That's the 16th foul against Scott County. Only 3 team fouls have been called against Henry Clay.
I'll tell you what about Kennedy Tompkins having a great game so far. She's playing great defense, great offense. She's all together is doing a phenomenal job for Scott County.
Got 11 points, playing good defense on Williams. They come out now to Maya Jenkins, out to Jackson. Over now to Allie Stone, back to Jackson. 2:37 to go, first half. Down the lane, blocked by Kennedy Tompkins. She's going to be whistled for that foul, and that's the 17th foul, but that'll be a shooting 2 situation anyway.
She was just a little bit overzealous on that play where she, instead of remaining vertical and just breaking the wrist, she swatted all the way down. Just keep a little break in the wrist, and she would have that block shot.
Free throw won't go for Jackson.
It's a good substitution by Steve Helton as he takes Tompkins out of the game to be able to talk about regroup, take a break, get some water, and rest a minute.
Free throw, no good. Grace Brancini has 6 points off the bench, 8 points for Thompson, and then 2 for Jackson. That's all they've scored. It's 34-16. To the basket, Williams' shot won't go on the right side as it's picked up, and a shot put in over there in the corner, knocked down by Timothy Williams.
What a huge shot by Timothy Williams as she knocks down her first 3 of the game.
Hard to see these Scott County numbers. I got the black with the blue and the red trim, but it's very hard to see their numbers.
Yeah, the blue kind of blends in with the black, so
sure
it is
does.
hard to pick
Wear
up.
some white numbers next time. Kaufman for Henry Clay. 2:13 to play in the first half. 37-16. Scott County starting to pull away from Henry Clay. Kaufman. I think they beat him by 30 points earlier this year, and they beat him twice. Minute 55. Brancini thought about the 3. Goes now to Stone. Stone. And McMath comes in and steals it. Leads it out to Morgan DeFore. She lays it up and in.
Great hustle play by Morgan DeFore as she hustles down the floor.
That is 9 points for DeFore now. Down low, we're going to have a contact with no call, and Kaya Thompson thought she was fouled.
Well, I'll tell you what, number 4, Malia Williams, does an excellent job just elevating, and again, that wingspan, Henry Clay, is having a tough time shooting.
Brancini, that shot won't go, and rebound pulled out of there by Williams. They give it up over to Owens on the left elbow. Owens moves in, gives it now. Williams, there's a high arcer, she got it.
Williams now displaying her mid-range jump shot, so excellent job by Williams as she scores the 2.
Lead is ballooned to 25 now for Scott County. 41-16. Minute to go here in the first half. In the corner, there's Ravion, and that won't go there for Taviani Sanford, excuse me. McMath. Shovels it back to the 4, and she traveled. Took steps as she tried to work it off.
I'll tell you what, she is trying to shoot those shots probably about 3 feet beyond the arc. So I think Steve Helton's trying to explain to her, you know,
I think
get your feet set, get involved, get a little bit more into her shot there.
Yeah, I think when your nickname's Red Mamba, you can shoot from anywhere. You have a green light from
She's
anywhere.
She's got to dial it back just a little.
Yeah.
I mean, you're up 16-41 or 41-16.
Yeah, you're up by 25. Sanford angles left, takes it in the paint, gives to Brancini. Brancini, and it powers it up, no, and tapped around, picked up by Brancini. And there's a shot by Kaya Thompson, won't go, and rebounded by the long arms of Malia Williams. Boy, she's 6'7" wingspan. Underneath the basket, shot put up, Owens, and she's going to be fouled, so Malia Owens will go to the line.
What I liked about Malia Owens, she did a phenomenal job establishing position and using her body, having Henry Clay having the foul over top of her back.
We talked about the balance of this ball club in the pregame. We gave the scoring. 4 points for Juliet Smith, 6 for Williams. You got 11 points for Kennedy Tompkins already in this game. That's going to be 7 right there with the free throw by Owens. And you've got 9 points by DeFore. Unbelievable. (43-16). That shot won't go, but Thompson will get it out to McMath. McMath down floor behind the back. He's going to kick it in the corner, and there's Timothy Williams, and she knocks down the 3. That's her second 3.
Second in a row by Timothy.
And it's a 30-point spread. 46-16. 30-point lead for Scott County all of a sudden here. So we'll be back with halftime here 46-16, Scott County, top of Henry Clay.
The advisor is one of my best friends, actually. She's awesome. Every time I see her, she's like, hey, I hope classes are going well.
The interaction is what I enjoy most because everyone here is just so open to the community.
Whenever I decided to change my major, she helped me every step of the way.
The teachers are so personal. All my teachers and professors have been willing to work with me no matter what.
They make an effort to reach out to all the students through the career fair.
Tell me to come to their office at any time and tell me to sit down with them and talk to them.
Just to be an Eagle is a great feeling.
At Leachman Buick GMC Cadillac, our goal is to make your buying experience fast and easy. Our staff is non-commissioned and are here to make sure you get the right vehicle for you. We are Kentucky's #1 GMC dealer, so you can be assured you will always get the best deal. We have the latest technology to help you make your purchase fast, easy, and simple. It's all part of the Leachman experience. Visit us online at leachmanauto.com.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Kentucky's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky High School Athletic Directors Association.
I grew up on a dairy farm and spent my entire life working, helping Grandpa, helping Dad, working my way basically into the position that I am right now.
Hopefully one day I will have a farm that my daughters can one day come back to and produce the same high quality product that I've been striving to produce my entire life on this farm.
My sons help, my dad helps, I work. It's never a day of work when you love what you do.
Dedicated farmers.
Happy cows.
Real milk.
That's been the Prairie Farms way for over 75 years.
I play basketball and softball. Basketball is more just like that sport, I just can't give up because I've always loved it also. It's just not my best sport. I love the girls on the team and I just enjoy the sport in general. And it's good to get a break from softball. I don't want to get burned out from it because when I get that 2-month, 3-month break playing basketball for my high school, it gives me a time to really miss it, and then so when I come back I'm ready to go and wanting to work even harder.
You might see it here. Here. Or here. You might see it pretty early on. You can definitely see it here. Oh, that's a good place too. Something you have to see for yourself. And once you do, you'll see it anywhere you go.
From where you are now to earning your degree, whether you're looking for part-time work or the gateway to a full-time career, you'll get there with UPS. Through the UPS Kentucky Loop program, package handlers will get up to 100% of their tuition paid and housing provided. Great job and great opportunity delivered in one package by UPS. Apply today at upsjobs.com or text LOOP to 33588.
The flat path is easy, but for the inspired, there is a spirit that kindles a desire to climb higher, to soar, to roar, to reach new heights. The wish to be a part of something more, to do more and to be more. Hilltoppers know that life at the top is worth the climb. Climb with us at Western Kentucky University.
At Eastern Kentucky University, we recognize greatness starts in the classroom, but it doesn't end there. You have to get hands-on, get real-world experience, and discover who you are meant to be. Be a rising star. Be a hero. Be a colonel. See what you can be. Visit go.eku.edu/colonel.
We're at halftime of the girls' 11th region championship game, and it's been all Scott County Cardinals in the first 16 minutes, 46-16 over Henry Clay. And Coach Julie Muntz with me here. Teased her about her maiden name because I've actually gotten to meet her brother many moons ago. But we want everybody to know that you are now Muntz instead of your maiden name, although you still keep that middle name.
Keep it. It's hyphenated McGrain Muntz, so it works either way. Yeah. So I answer to both.
And we do that, and glad to have you along with us. But Julie, it has been all Cardinals, and we expected this from Scott County. They got a scare back on Sunday afternoon.
Did they ever?
And I'll just say this. Coach Helton looked at me after the game. He goes, I have no idea how we survived that.
I'm not sure how Steve Helton survived either, but, I mean, it was – and again, we had mentioned, like, they score 82 points a game, and Franklin County held them to 45. I was like, unbelievable. So, anyway, they advanced and they came out, but, you know, they're doing a phenomenal job. They are just operating on all cylinders. Steve's got them going all the right directions. Their defense is just unreal. So Henry Clay's having a difficult time, but I would see that Coach Sanford would have to make some adjustments to be able to handle that pressure from the guards.
Well, we saw the youth of Henry Clay really come to the forefront. Jackson, one of their senior leaders, just really unable to get on cue and really get the basketball. They've done a good job of denying her the ball. As a matter of fact, you asked me, we've got a couple of things to talk about. We're going to talk about the girls' State Sweet 16 tournament. The field is halfway set. We've already had 3 finals tonight. We have 5 more to be decided. A couple jump out at us that kind of surprised us a little bit. We don't – the 10th region doesn't surprise us that George Rogers Clark is going back. I think the deficit of 22 points over Harrison County really surprised us.
Right. But you know what? With all the talent that GRC has, and, you know, Robbie Graham's got them going. I mean, they're playing hard ball. They got a tremendous amount of talent. So I would look for Clark County to make a great run in the state tournament.
The 15th region is a final already. It's Pikeville, or excuse me, if you're from there, Pattville. Pattville over Johnson Central, 53-35. The Lady Panthers headed back again to the Sweet 16. I would almost said to Northern Kentucky's BB&T Arena, but now it's going to be at Rupp Arena
on the big stage
in a couple of weeks.
Yes, actually March 13th through the 17th. So
a week from tomorrow, the girls will start. And then the one that I think shocked both of us out of the 4th region down at Western Kentucky University, Barron County, the Trojanettes knock off the Lady Purples of Bowling Green 47-35. That one was the one that really floored me.
Yes, and you're right. And it's like, who would have thought that Barron County came out of nowhere to shock everyone. So great job by Barron County as they upset the Purples.
Got a good one going on down right now. Just got underway about an hour ago. Right on the Mississippi River down at Murray State University. Murray and Marshall County, no strangers to each other, are they?
No, and no love lost there.
No.
But do you have a score update on that? Or
do not
have that? Okay.
I thought I might get one, but nothing came across as I mentioned that score. But Henderson County, Webster County, and the 2nd is going on currently. Owensboro Catholic and Apollo also underway. And then Bethlehem against E-Town. That one's underway. Should be nearing completion in the 5th. In the 5th. Listen, in the 5th. What the heck got into me just then? But this one here, no surprise here. We thought Scott County, when they survived, and literally, I mean, the term in the postseason is survive and advance. Well, the Cardinals used, if they were a feline, they would have used up 8 of their 9 lives on Sunday afternoon. They scared not only their head coach and his staff, but I think they also scared the student body and the whole community of Scott County.
Yes, and I'm going to reiterate here too, is Scott County has scored 46 points
in the first
half here than they scored the whole game of when they played Franklin County. So anyway, Scott County girls are just doing a great job. They are looking like the ranked #1 team in the state. So
right.
They're really playing good, and it's very good that Steve Helton has their momentum swinging in that direction to be able to be prepared for the state tournament.
Well, you got a couple of numbers that jump out at you. 10 turnovers for Henry Clay in the first half. Scott County got 13 points off of those turnovers as they won the points off turnover battle, 13-4. And then the other one, actually there's a couple more. Scott County leading 20-6 in points in the paint, and second chance points 14-1.
Yes, and you're right. And also want to mention that kind of the secret weapon that came off the bench that kind of surprised everybody with in the interior for Henry Clay is Grace Brancini came in and just started being a powerhouse in the middle, doing a phenomenal job on the interior, but still she, I believe, is close to leading her team in the points scored. But anyway, off the bench, what a great job by Grace as she came in there and held her own against the 6'3" Williams.
That's been Kaya Thompson with 8, Brancini with 6, and then Ravion Jackson only with 2 for the Blue Devils, and it's just been just total domination in the first half by the Scott County Lady Cardinals team.
Definitely, and what I've seen from the comparison from the Scott County Franklin County game to Scott County Henry Clay game is these guards on the Scott County team has turned up the pressure. Henry Clay's
been more active today, I thought, than they were yesterday.
Absolutely. So it seems like Steve Helton has got into the girls' grill a little bit, so to speak, and he has really turned it up for their girls there, and has done a great job preparing these girls. What they're going to see probably as they advance through.
Now, folks, yesterday he was pleading with his ball club to take better shots. They're getting better shots. They're still not falling, but they're going to the offensive glass. And that's been the difference in the ball game.
And as you notice, the scoring column, it's really balanced tonight. So it was more lopsided the last game, but more balanced tonight as everybody is operating on all cylinders.
Everybody but 3 who played of the 9 in the first half scored for Scott County. I want to tell everybody, give you a heads up, if you're going to downtown Lexington beginning tomorrow at noon, actually about 11 o'clock when they open the gates, we'll have the first session beginning at noontime tomorrow down at the Rupp Arena.
Okay.
The boys State Sweet 16 tournament tips off. We have some surprises there. We also have some old school guard back in there. How about this for a first round matchup on Thursday at 1:30, the second game of the third session, or the afternoon session on Thursday, a matchup of last year's state championship game. Covington Catholic out of the 9th, Scott County out of the 11th.
That's going to be a tough.
How about that for an opening game, huh?
Wow, whoever goes to that game is going to get their money's worth.
Yes,
so
sir.
I would anticipate a record crowd there, and Covington Catholic always brings a great student section, and so does Scott County. So both teams have a great following and love their basketball.
Both communities will be shut down tomorrow.
Oh, sure.
There won't be anybody, or Thursday, there won't be anybody in Covington or Georgetown. Tomorrow, though, it gets underway. Wednesday afternoon, game number 1. Knox Central out of the 13th region takes on Walton Verona out of the 8th. You have the second game, Louisville Trinity against Johnson Central. You want to talk about a matchup and a clash in styles. And then the night session. The opening session has the state's only undefeated boys team, John Hardin, at 36-0, going against Campbell County out of the 10th. And then the nightcap, Owensboro makes a repeat return here out of the 3rd. They take on 16th region champ and surprise Ashland Paul Blazer.
Okay, and again, my favorite time of the year. It's always it's a great kickoff when the state tournament starts, and then you have March Madness happening. So excellent job. I'm excited.
Gary Ball will join Julie back here in about 30 seconds for the second half of Henry Clay.
I grew up on a dairy farm and spent my
Scott County will start Kennedy Tompkins, Juliet Smith, Morgan DeFore, and they've also got Malia Williams and Malia Owens. Malia Williams and Malia. Got to get your Malias and
Malias and Malias.
Yes, get them straight. 46-16. Get a 35-point lead here. We'll have a running clock out top, and there's the three-pointer. Won't go. A long rebound on that shot by Thompson by Juliet Smith. She tries to throw it now to Tompkins, throws it away. Uncharacteristic turnover there to the basket, and that shot won't go, and a foul's going to be called, and it's going to go against Williams. 7:27 to go here in the third quarter.
I'll tell you what, Kaya Thompson has done a great job coming out here starting the second half.
Yep.
You know, she got a steal against Scott County, dribbles down the length of the floor, draws a foul, so she's coming out here on fire right now.
Yeah, she's sending a message to her ball club that she wants everybody to pick it up. And yeah, even though they're down by 29 points, you know, come on, guys.
It doesn't matter. There's a lot of things that happen, and just play each play.
Yep. We've all been down by 20-some points before. Anybody's played basketball. DeFore kicks it over left side. There's Owens' three. Got it.
I'm telling you what, Gary, this Scott County team is dialed in from the three-point line.
Yeah, they were outstanding in that first half. 5 of 10. Now they're 6 of 11. Shot put up and in down there by Jenkins. Good entry pass. Long pass over, and there's another three-pointer back of the rim. Juliet Smith comes flying in, gives it back to the young lady who shot the ball, Owens. Savannah Wheeler, if you're just tuning in, won this basketball, and Dante Allen there to the basket, Smith.
Juliet Smith with a crossover dribble drive.
Lead is 31, 51-20, 6:29 to go. Our scoreboard is down for you folks watching the game. Down low, and Branchini puts it up and in. She's fouled.
And again, as I spoke, Grace Branchini comes off the bench, and now she's starting the second half, but she has been a powerhouse for Henry Clay.
So McMath back into the game. DeFore out for Scott County. No good by Branchini. McMath down floor. Throws it out now to Williams. Chased down by Owens. Penetrating. Back out it comes McMath. And won't go. And tapped out by Branchini. Tell you what, that shot by McMath wanted to go down.
Yes, almost like it hit in and then bounced out.
Maddie Kaufman and Thomas in for Henry Clay to join Branchini, and also Thompson and Jenkins. Juliet Smith, a three-pointer. That's in and out. Tapped around, and coming down with it is Jenkins. Gives it to Kaufman. 5:49 in the game. Kaufman. For some reason, I'm starting to lose my voice here.
We can't have that, Gary.
Well, I've had this sinus stuff for the last several days. It was fine throughout the regional. If they'd just played this regional final any other day but tonight, I think the boys final was Friday night. Could have had the girls final on Saturday maybe. But
just a lot going on for the Mr. and Miss basketball and the finals. And
5:34 to go, 51-22. Scott County on top here at Eastern Kentucky University. Kaya Thompson will trigger it. Over to Thomas, back to Kaya Tompkins. The air ball pulled out of there by McMahon. Leads it out to the four. She's got Owens to her right. Shovels it back to Owens. Shot put up and in.
Beautiful team basketball by Scott County.
53-22. 5 minutes, 16 seconds to go, third quarter. Down the lane, Kaufman, and that shot's in and out. Rebounded by Malaya Owens. Spin move by Tompkins, rolls off. Thompson gets it back, and nope, coming out of there with it. Henry Clay. Jenkins down the left side, crossover dribble, and we had a foul called.
It's like a number 4. Malia Williams, her third.
They've got four fouls for Williams.
I guess it takes a while for the scoreboard to update.
And the game is Williams. Going out with those 4 fouls is Malaya Williams. She knocked down the second when the lead is 30. 4:47 to go in the third quarter. The 4 for Scott County. Dumps it back to Tompkins. Spin move. Off glass, good. Nice tough shot by Kennedy Tompkins.
Kennedy Thompson did a great job with a nice spin move.
Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
Tompkins. It looks like Thompson, but there's a ball thrown away. Didn't mean to correct you there.
No,
but
you're good.
Just wanted to make sure we got our name right. A few folks watching, we don't have our scoreboard working, so you have to settle down a little bit and just listen to the ball game because there's 4:23 in the third. There's a shot out of left side, 55-23, Scott County. So we'll give you time and score quite a bit. Down low goes and running the floor, no good. And McMath comes in battling, and Owens has it. And Jenkins gets it, and there's a shot put up and in by Jackson.
It's like Coach Sanford is calling a quick timeout, full timeout.
55-25, 4:02 to go. We'll be back here on PrepSpin.com. 55-25, 4:02 in the third.
Helping Grandpa, helping Dad, working my way basically into the position that I am right now.
Hopefully one day I will have a farm that my daughters can one day come back to and produce the same high quality product that I've been striving to produce my entire life on this farm.
My sons help, my dad helps, I work. It's never a day of work when you love what you do.
Dedicated farmers.
Happy cows.
Real milk.
That's been the Prairie Farms way for over 75 years.
Helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities.
Scott County, DeFore kicks it over to Owens, and that three-pointer's off the mark and knocking down the bounds. Henry Clay, Kennedy Tompkins down there battling.
I'll tell you what, Gary, Kennedy Tompkins has really come to battle and work for Scott County.
McMath will put it in play for Scott County. Over to Owens. Owens with the left hand. Works in the paint, gives it back to DeFore. DeFore. Gives it back to Owens. 3:39 to go in the third quarter. McMath puts it down on the dribble. Now comes to DeFore. And Owens penetrates, and Thomas was there and kind of altered the shot a little bit. But diving on the floor is Jenkins. Kennedy Tompkins gets it back. She goes out to Morgan DeFore. DeFore, good pass over to Tompkins. It rolls off.
Kennedy Tompkins doing a great job by using her left hand on the left-hand side of the floor.
Branchini getting set to check in for Henry Clay, and Juliet Smith for Scott County. 3:11 here in the third. Free throw no good. Brancini comes in and Jenkins goes out. Good by Tompkins. She now has 14 points in this game.
Leading all scorers.
31-point lead. Spinning Thompson, she walked.
On the floor.
Yeah, she did travel, but I guess she got fouled before she traveled. Brancini. Thompson's shot won't go. Pulled out of there by the four. Gets it out now to Thomas. Over right side. Spinning is Kennedy Tompkins. No good. Juliet Smith out to McMath, and she lines it up good.
McMath with a three. Huge three-point shot from McMath.
So 34-point lead. The next bucket, if they get one, will be a running clock here. And my voice thanks you very much. Thomas back to Brancini. Down low, and she sticks it back up and in. Lauren Thomas with the basket. And there's Juliet Smith.
Sneaks
You're right.
in for the layup.
Well, they get behind you, don't they?
Yes.
61-27. Little floater, and that's going to be pulled down by Brancini. And she's cut off and knocked away by McMath.
So it looks like we have a substitute for Scott County. We haven't seen her tonight.
That's going to be Kaylee Wise, a sophomore, 5'11" sophomore. Tompkins will go out with his 14 points. Ravion Jackson puts it in play. Gets it up now to Kaya Thompson. To the basket. Won't go. Tapped around. And I'm coming out there with it. And Betty Kaufman gets it down to Brancini. She just traveled. No call. Throws it up and in.
And again, there's Grace Brancini working hard underneath the basket to muscle it in for two.
Give it back to Juliet Smith. Juliet to the basket, partially blocked there by Thomas. And jump ball called. Good defense by Lauren Thomas.
Yes, she has worked really hard for her team and just keeps battling.
Turnover by DeFore in front of the Scott County bench.
Looks like she was trying to do a wraparound dribble and lost the handle.
61-29. Jackson kicks it over Brancini. Brancini back out to Kaufman to Kaya Thompson. Thompson spinning to the basket, throws it up and draws the foul. Minute 13 here in the third quarter. Earlier tonight, if you're just tuning in, you've been in a case spelunking somewhere. Not sure where you've been, but 61-29 here. Scott County's all over Henry Clay, and Dante Allen won Mr. Basketball. We announced that earlier. Savannah Wheeler won Miss Basketball.
Yes, great job by Savannah Wheeler representing the state of Kentucky. I got to watch her play last night, and I believe she had 25 points to lead Boyd County in to punch their ticket.
61-31. 30-point lead for Scott County. Gary Ball with Julie Muntz and William Warfield. Down low. Brancini, good save there by Brancini. Gets it into Kaya Thompson. Thompson streaking into front court behind the back. Now launches a three. No good. Stuck back up and in by Thomas.
Thomas doing a great job following the rebound and putting it in for two.
DeFore gets it in the corner. Juliet Smith lines up to three. That's going to be off the rim. Pulled down by Thompson. Thompson in the front court. Runs down the left hand. No good on the runner. McMath has got the ball with 28 seconds and dribbles it out of bounds.
Yeah, here we have 27 seconds left. Slow it down, walk the ball up the court, chew the clock up, and just, settle for the last second shot in the third quarter.
Maddie Kaufman works it across on McMath. 21 seconds in the third quarter. McMath gives it out top, and there's a shot, won't go for Jackson. And foul called. Going to go on Branchini. It's her second. Over to Juliet Smith, down to 10 seconds here in the quarter. Three-pointer good by Thomas. Williams, excuse me, Timothy Williams.
Well, third. She's having a great game.
Yeah, hard to see their numbers, as
yes.
we said earlier. So, they haven't put them up there yet, have they?
Yes. Timothy Williams now has 9 points. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
64-33. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. If I make it through the fourth quarter, we'll be back.
Gary, one more.
It may not require a textbook.
The National High School Federation and the Kentucky.
Fresh, tasty, savory. Double Dogs is a great place to eat. Whether you like sports or you just like great food, from pizza to salads to burgers to our legendary fried pickles. Double Dogs. In a single word, delicious.
We're back here for the fourth quarter. Gary Ball with Julie Muntz and William Moorfield, the king of string, Darren Douglas. 64-33, Julie. It's never been in doubt, really, since the second quarter. Scott County's all over Henry Clay by 31. Henry Clay's put up a game effort. Thomas gets it back out to Allie Stone. Back over to Stone. She works on the four in the middle to Thomas. 15-foot jumper off the mark. Thomas goes after it, puts it up, blocked away, and Kennedy Tompkins there battling with her. Gets it out to Stone, lets the three go, got it.
What a nice point shot by Allie Stone.
64-36. Here's a long pass to Malaya Williams. She's got to be careful because she's got 4 fouls.
Yeah. I thought the ball was going to go out of bounds, but she rolled her arm out and just stretched out and
6'7" wingspan.
Snatched it back.
6'7" wingspan on a young lady that's 6'3". Shot put up and in, and the basket counts for Malia Owens.
Scott County, it's always fun when you're up this much, but Scott County all smiles out on the court, having a great time, enjoying playing basketball.
Owens now with 15 points. Missed it, gets the rebound. Everything going right for Scott County.
Yes, it is.
Got the third quarter stats here. And Scott County with 24-53 shooting. 8 of 19 behind the arc. 0 of 6 for Henry Clay.
Oh.
13 rebounds for Malia Williams. That's pretty huge.
Yes, and then also the Scott County girls rebounding effort, 37-22.
Have just 7 minutes to go in this ball game. Scott County is going to move on to the state tournament next week at Rupp Arena. Boys tournament gets underway tomorrow. Thompson lines up to 3 in front of the iron. No, rebounded out of there. That's 14 now for Miss Williams. 14 rebounds. The 4. Back out, they swing it now to Juliet Smith.
Looks like Steve Helton's going to call for a certain play that he wants to execute.
Down low, and it goes to Kennedy Tompkins. She'll go to the line. Foul went on Branchini.
Right. Kennedy Tompkins does a great job establishing position underneath, as she just really had a great post up on Branchini.
Free throw no good there. She kind of has a one-handed release, doesn't she?
A little unorthodox, but, you know, whatever works for her, she's comfortable with it. But here she is, with sophomore, that it's kind of hard to change by now.
Missed them both. Kaya Thompson, long pass picked off by Williams. Leads it out to Owens, and did she travel? Yes, she did.
It looks like number 4, Malia Owens, was telling her teammate, my bad, because she blew her teammate's assist.
Kaya Thompson, left side, kicks it over. There's a three-pointer by Stone. That's no good. Thomas rebounds. She's going to be fouled by Tompkins.
And again, Kennedy Thompson is just a brute down there, but she's got to just remain vertical. Let her try to shoot over top of her. But she has a kind of a bad habit of swiping down all the way through.
Free throw too strong by Thomas. Williams in the game and Tompkins out for Scott County. .556 to go. Scott County by 30. Good there for Thomas. Juliet Smith in and out and rebounded. Kaya Thompson stops and no good back of the rim. Chased down by Thomas. Over to Jenkins, that's no good. Rebounded by Thomas for Henry Clay. Out to Thompson. Let's it go, got it.
Third time's the charm. Great three-point shot by Kaya Thompson.
5:30 to play, 66 to 40. And we'll be back here on PrepSpin.com.
That familiar sound of rubber and wood floor. The feel of the ball passing between hands and air. The squeaking of the sneakers. And a moment of silent breath, thankfully followed by the whipping of net. And the reward after. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingua moment.
Neighbor helping neighbor. At Whitaker Bank, we believe in giving back to our communities. Through our many sponsorships, we help provide our fellow Kentuckians with family-friendly fun and events, and scholarships to help students reach their dreams. We're invested in Kentucky, and more importantly, in you. Whitaker Bank understands our communities and...
Scott County's Juliet Smith works it down the paint. Kicks it over to Owens. She's going to be fouled, and that foul's going to go on Jenkins. I don't know why you're fouling. 5:22 to go in the game. Juliet Smith down the lane, puts up the runner, good.
Nice little runner by Juliet Smith from the 5'5" guard.
She'll be back next year. Down low, Branchini. It's blocked by Williams. That's one thing Williams gives you. She gives you about 4 or 5 block shots every game.
That's a nice tool to have in your belt there.
Juliet Smith lobs it over to the 4, lines up the 3, bullseye.
Well, I tell you what, she just looks so smooth.
She had a couple of those early, but that's the first one she's hit her in a long time. And that three-pointer won't go for Stone. Juliet Smith, a long pass to Owens. And Owens will drive down, lay it up and in. 73 to 40, Scott County. Scott County trying to get a running clock here before knocks it out.
Looks like there's a scores update. They have Bethlehem 63 over E-Town 47, so an upset there in the 5th. So Bethlehem has punched their ticket to the state tournament.
Kaya Thompson, Henry Clay. Ball knocked away by the 4. Branchini can't handle it. It goes back to Henry Clay. 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go in this one. I apologize for my voice tonight.
Gary, you're doing a great job hanging in.
Took one for the team tonight,
yes,
Julie.
you did.
Thompson down low to Branchini. Branchini spins, won't go, and boy, another rebound by Williams.
Was
She's
that
got
15?
about 15 or 16 of them. Timothy down floor, won't go. There's Juliet Smith with the rebound. She's going to kick it out to the 4. Forward, back out to Juliet Smith. Lets a 3 fly, bullseye. Now we got a running clock at the 3:42 mark. It's 76-40. 36-point spread for Scott County.
And Steve Helton is telling his team to back up, back up. They kind of want to call the press off.
To the basket, won't go. Another rebound by Malaya Williams. Down floor, and Owens puts it up and in. Boy, Owens is, look at her game. She's got,
I know, and she's sneaky, and she gets ahead
got 19
of the players
points.
and gets down the court quick.
19 points, a quiet 19. You got substitutions coming in for both ball clubs. Kennedy Williams comes in. Maddie Cox is in the ball game. Maddie Kaufman goes over to Cox. 78-40. Three-pointer that won't go, and it's going to be Scott County basketball with 2:35 to play. Clock continues to run even though it's out of bounds.
We also have another player in for Scott County. And again, the jersey's hard to read there. It looks like number 20 from Scott County, and that is Kylie Bartholomew.
Bartholomew in the game. Three-pointer on the right side, and down low they go McMath. She puts it up and in. 80-40, Scott County. They're late putting the points up here, up on the board, aren't they? Sanford out to Kaufman. Penetrates, throws it up, no good. And Battleford Thomas. You know, I want to give kudos right now to William Warfield. He had to set up with the KHSA today over at Rupp Arena. He did that. He rushed here to do, he had the streaming for the Mr. and Miss Basketball. He rushed here to get this video game on. And of course, I'm not going to give any kudos, but I'm doing it with a sinus infection. So there you have it. For people who don't think we like high school sports, suck it. That shot won't go, and rebounded by Scott County. 122. Dump it back outside. That shot put up and in by Scott County, a number we can't see.
Looks like number 20? 30, sorry, 32.
82-40.
Reagan Barrett.
Kaufman. And there's a three-pointer, no good, and don't just let the clock run out, down to 58 seconds. Don't go to the basket, bring it back out. They go in the corner, and a shot, they probably should have brought it out after that.
Yes, you're right.
Shot hit the side of the backboard. 46 seconds. And there's going to be a foul called, but that will send to the line. 36 seconds. They do stop the clock.
Yeah. I just want to mention, too, Maddie Kaufman. Even though a team didn't do as well as they wanted to tonight, but here she is, a freshman guard going against Malia Owens, Megan DeFord,
right.
You know, and what a tremendous experience Maddie Kaufman has got, and being able to play at this level. So, you know, my hat's off to her and Henry Clay of being able to hustle, even though they're down a bunch, but, you know, the running clock, but her future looks very bright here at Henry Clay.
McMath penetrates. It's going to run the clock, 23 seconds. Just run the clock out, McMath. And the shot put up won't go, and it's rebounded.
By number 33. from Henry Clay.
I don't have a 33.
Kylie Eisen.
And there's a foul called on Scott County. They're going to stop the clock with 5.9 seconds. Why do you do it?
Looks like number 13, Emma Price, with the foul. She gets her name in the scorebook one way or another.
Cox will be at the line for Henry Clay, and that's off the mark. Now they'll run the clock out. Scott County wins by 40, 82 to 42 over Henry Clay. Julia was never really in doubt, and Scott County may have got their biggest test from Franklin County, but here tonight they beat Henry Clay by 40.
Yes, great job by both teams. I really like the hustle, even though that Henry Clay got down, but they never quit. They never quit hustling. They didn't hang their head. So great job by Eric Sanford and being able to be on the stage. Great job, you know, the hustle play. I really like their guard play. So, and again, look for a great future for a lot of these girls coming back. I think they only graduate, what is it, 2 seniors from Henry Clay. Looks like Kaya Thompson's moving on, and also Grace Branchini. So anyway, hats off to Eric Sanford and his team, the Lady Devils.
82 to 42, and let's go courtside to Darren Douglas.
Here with winning coach Steve Helton, and coach, we talked about the semifinal game. May have been a wake-up call for your crew, but here's the thing. Your ball club came out and hit Henry Clay right in the mouth right out of the start.
Tempo, tempo, tempo. I mean, we wanted to get this game going. We wanted to get the game. And we feel more comfortable in the 80s and 90s. And, you know, great representation of the 42nd District. You know, 2 teams. That's our 4th battle right there. And hats off to Henry Clay. But, man, our kids, we played in spurts. We, you know, we still got some things we get to work on. It's got bowl season, though, because now we're going to a bowl game. And so now we get another week of practice. So I'm excited about, we'll probably take tomorrow off, and we're going to get back to work on Thursday morning, and, you know, get ready to see what happens next.
Well, the big thing about it, too, I thought your guards were more active, especially with their hands in the open court, flashing in the passing lanes and things like that.
It's amazing how your defense is connected to that jump shot. And tonight we hit a few jumpers early, and so next thing you know, our defense starts popping. So, great game, really proud of them. I told him, you know, you're expected to do this. You're expected to do this. It's kind of a relief when you do it. So, you know, we want to enjoy this win. You know, this is back-to-back in the 11th region. So, really proud of our kids. And, you know, we're going to enjoy this, and then we'll see what's next.
Got somebody to talk to me earlier and asked me, said, what happened Sunday to Scott County? I said, that's how good Franklin County played.
They had a great game plan. And, you know, and that's what it takes. You know, we couldn't throw it in the ocean. You know, it was high tide. Our toes were getting wet, and we still couldn't find the ocean. We just couldn't throw it in the ocean, and next thing you know, can't hit a shot, we don't guard nobody. Today, we hit a shot, we guarded. You know, and these are kids. So, you know, the good Lord has blessed us all year long, and really proud of our team and our community and our administration who's here. It was a good win for us.
Well, congratulations, Coach, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you all.
Coach Steve Helton of Scott County, Gary, and you know what? He and Billy Hicks, they must be fishing buddies because they're always talking about somewhere with water.
(82-42). Scott County with the win over Henry Clay, and I think we're going to, William, are we going to keep it here? Or are we going to take a break?
Gary, I just want to say I appreciate your help tonight. You've done a really great job hanging in there. I know you're not feeling good, but, you know, again, the Commonwealth of Kentucky, especially the 11th region, appreciates, you know, what you do for girls sports and also what you do to advance the girls basketball. And great job being able to get these girls their names and faces out on your all's programs with PrepSpin. William Warford does a phenomenal job being in different places, being able to represent also all the high school teams here in Kentucky.
I echo that. He did a great job, and he'll do a great job on the state tournaments, streaming for the KHSA. 82-42 here.
Yeah.
And is Darren going to get some more interviews or what? What's he doing?
Doesn't look like at this moment, but we're getting ready to. They're announcing the all-tournament team.
Okay.
Looks like Malia Owens is getting a lot of spotlight on the camera and some media time. So anyway, great job by Malia Owens as she led her team on to victory. So anyway, Tennessee Tech's going to get a great one. Great find for Tennessee Tech, and what a great individual with Miss Owens. Anyway, she had to leave the Miss Basketball program early to come play her championship game here. So, you know, it's unfortunate she had to leave, but also she led her team to victory here.
And Darren has the 4.
Gary, I thought I'd give you a little break there with your voice, buddy. You look like you're struggling.
Yeah.
Morgan DeFord with us, and Morgan, you're going back-to-back years after missing 2 years ago, but what's it mean to this ball club to come back and repeat?
It's amazing. It means everything. We've worked hard. We deserve to get here. We should get our respect now since no one's been respecting us, but it's just been great getting here.
Your coach yesterday was begging and pleading for you guys to turn up the effort. Today it was there from the get-go, but that tells you how much that Franklin County took you out of what you wanted to do on Sunday. What did you guys do much differently as a team outside of what the coaches were telling you?
We definitely came out better this time, and it helped that we started hitting threes from the beginning, and we started taking it to the rim and getting it to the post.
Okay, headed into the state tournament, what do you guys need to do? Because you know people have been watching your scores and your results. What are you going to have to do?
Our main thing is we just need to defend well. Our shots will come. We can score, so we just have to defend and rotate and do what we do.
Good luck in a couple of weeks.
Thank you.
And again, it looks like number 24 for Henry Clay, Kaya Thompson, has done a phenomenal job earning her spot and had a great year on the 11th Region All-Tournament team. Our girl Brooklyn Miles from Franklin County. Looks like Grace Brancini from Henry Clay. Juliet Smith, all-tournament team. And also Malaya Williams.
From Woodford County, Delaney Enlow.
Looks like from Woodford, Delaney Enlow.
From Franklin County, Jasmine Simpson.
Jasmine Simpson from Franklin County.
From Woodford County, Abby Hudson. Let's just get from Henry Clay, Amia Jenkins.
I'm done. I can't talk anymore. I'm done.
From Scott County, Morgan DeFord. And your 11th Region Girls Most Valuable Player from Scott County, Malia Owens. That is your 11th Region All-Tournament team, and best of luck to the Lady Cardinals in the Sweet 16 state tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for traveling to McRae Arena tonight here on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University. Hope to see you again soon. Please get home safely.
Darren wants to hear himself talk again.
Got one more coming as soon as she takes pictures here. Malaya Owens.
That's what we want to hear from
So
the tournament MVP.
She's got to get with her teammates here. So we're waiting on her to come. So as they continue to take pics. Yeah, we have Malia Williams with us, and Malia, you guys really played well tonight from start to finish. I think you got your coach's wake-up call early tonight, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, we keep going back to the semifinal game, but that may have been what caused you guys to come out so well and play hard from the beginning tonight. What was it, though, that you guys did outside of what your coaches were talking to you in the days leading up to tonight? What did you all do? I know y'all got together as a team somehow.
I feel like we were doing better going outside in, and then our defense, we were talking. We were able to switch picks. I was able to guard the paint, and we just all worked together as a team.
Well, do you know who you play in the state tournament, or y'all even talked about that yet?
No, we haven't really talked about it.
Well, good luck in the state tournament. We'll let you get over here with your team picture real quick, all right?
Sir, thank you.
Malia Williams we're getting about 4,000 pictures here taken, folks.